I'm joined today by Louis Gordon of the U Albany Men's Track and Field Program, who will be competing in the long jump at the 2023 NCAA Championships this week. Louis, congrats on making that first NCAA Championship. I want to start by looking back at your performance in the regionals a few weeks ago. For you, once you hit that second jump, that 7.72 meters, what was your reaction with that and finally getting to that spot?
Honestly, it was just like I don't even know. It wasn't big. It wasn't much of a shock because like I've been going to regionals. Like this was my third year now, so it's just like it was just like bound to happen. I didn't feel that much of a rush, honestly. I still got nationals to go to, so it's just like I don't know if it's because I don't feel like the whole process is done yet. So maybe that's why I didn't feel that much of a rush.
For you with long jump, unlike some of the track events where you can immediately look up and see, where you are, is there a little bit of a waiting game in terms of you're checking to see how the other heats are doing and to see if you're going to make that top 12 and get in there with some of what the other people are jumping?
I mean, they had me in heat in the third heat, so it wasn't much of a wait. And normally at regionals, like they leave the best two heats for last. So with me being in the third heat, I honestly just had to perform and make sure I had to, make sure I get it right on the first time or as early as possible in order to get through. We were both jumping at the same time, so I basically saw like when I hit the 7.72 that it was a top seed mark. So it was just like it was just like I made it, but it was just like, yeah, I'm not done. I'm not done yet. So
For you, what has been the key to your success this year? I mean, like you said, you've made regionals 3 years in a row, but this year, especially with indoor championships and outdoor championships, what has led to this strong season for you?
honestly, I got hurt early on in the season, and I believe that because I got hurt, like in the beginning, it gave me a setback, but not a setback in a sense because I was still in the weight room. I was still keeping on top of all the other stuff. Like even though I couldn't run, I couldn't jump. I stayed on top of everything else. So when I did heal up, I healed up just in time for outdoor, like right around conference time, pen time. So I don't want to say I started my season late, but I initially did. So I feel like for me right now, this is like my peak. This is my peak in time versus everyone else who's been jumping, jumping, jumping. I was resting. I was just watching and waiting for the right time for stuff to happen. And everything seems to be falling in line right now. I just gotta stay on top of it and make sure I could continue going into the summer, etc.
At the NCAA championships, what's your main focus in just trying to be, consistent and get yourself some good jumps when you actually arrive and compete?
My main focus is to, first of all, focus on myself because I have set goals and making nationals is one of them, but I also want to, break the 8 meter mark. So it's not really about the competition per se. It's not really about anyone else. Honestly, it's just all about me, all about what I can do, all about what I know I can do. It's just about, trying to achieve it. That's about it. Just gotta stay locked in and stay going at it. Just stay going at what I know I can do.
Well, Louis, I appreciate the time and best of luck at the NCAA championships here in the next week or so.
All right. Thank you.